Okay, so today, sports parties, we'll go through the basic idea, obviously working off the standard event format, but the idea is that you're a coach, you're not a player, or you can talk about being a former player of whatever sport it is if you like. I always ham up the AFL side of things and say I'm a famous player and of course they should recognise me and so on, but you don't need to do that. You're there as a talent scout. You've heard that the kid is awesome and is the next big thing in whatever sport it is, and feel free to drop some names. I'm a talent scout. I'm from the AFL. I discovered Adam Goodes and Michael O'Loughlin and so on and so on and so on. Yes, I'm a famous player, and I'm here because I've heard that there is an awesome new kid who has the skills to be the next big player, and that's the format. That's the reason you're there, and you are there to take the kids through training to see if they also have the goods to be the next big sports player. The way that you're going to do that is through using the standard games, but in a sports capacity. So emphasis on races for speed, tug of war where you're doing like teamwork. So emphasis on teamwork and speed. If it's AFL, then you might do a kicking drill or a marking drill. If it's league or union, tackling drill. Soccer, you'll do a maybe penalty shootout, but telling that story. Now the main thing is that at the end, try if possible to finish up with a scratch match. That's always a great one to do, maybe against the parents, and hopefully the kids will win. Or if it's whoever can kick the furthest, and hopefully you get the birthday boy or girl to be the best for that, or whatever it is. But then when you finish, you always need to talk about attitude. So it doesn't matter how good you are or how fast you are or how far you can kick a ball, it's all about your attitude. If you work hard and you brush your teeth and you eat your vegetables and you go to bed early and you train hard and so on, that is what makes you a winner. So we always do our best. So emphasizing that really good positive message at the end. That's what parents want to hear, and that is what we really kind of sell it on, as well as having that nice way of finishing it. So it's not about kicking a long way, or tackling hard. It's all about how hard you try, especially for the younger kids. Where possible, try and do your tug of wars and things like that against the parents. That's a great winner, and you'll always get a lot of photographs out of that, especially if the kids can beat the parents. There is another slight variant to this, which is the Olympic program, which is the same kind of thing, but you are there to train the athletes of tomorrow. You've heard that these kids are awesome, and they're not there to train for these Olympics. They're there to train for 12, 15, whatever many years away, depending on how old they are. So you basically choose the Olympics where they're going to be sort of 20, 25 years old. And you say, great, you guys are the athletes of tomorrow. We need to train you hard so that you can be awesome at these Olympics. And the difference there, obviously you're still doing your tug of war and so on. You talk about teamwork, and again, obviously eating your vegetables and so on and so on and so on, but you adapt the games to make them work for the particular sport. So race is your 100-meter sprint. Musical statues is rhythmic gymnastics, which is always quite cute. Balloon swords is fencing. Obstacle course is your steeplechase. What else? You might want to do some Greco-Roman wrestling against some of the parents and kind of try and wrestle them. If we've got the pool noodles, you throw them, and that's your javelin. Tennis balls or soccer balls, throwing them as your shot put. So you're building that storyline in. If possible, if you've got the music, we should do Chariots of Fire, playing that while doing a lap around the oval. Hopefully we also have some medals, so you can give a gold medal to each kid, and obviously the birthday boy gets a special one or two, or if we've got a large one, then great, use that. But again, you're telling that story about teamwork, you're telling that story about trying hard, you're telling that story about having a great attitude, and that is what the parents want to hear, and that's kind of how we sell that. Anyway, so that's sports/Olympics.